Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes. Let's go.
Man, we're gonna start this one off right from the jump, man, right from the rip with a toast, man.
Yes.
This toast is for Biz Markie, man, and all of our fallen soldiers in hip hop music this year. But this Biz Markie, man, this one hit different, man. So we're gonna salute our guy Biz, man. Thank you for your contributions to the culture.
Yes. Yes.
We appreciate you, man. This one's for you. This one's for you. Nobody beats the Biz. Man. Wow, man. Right. Concert Crew Podcast, man. This one right here, man. We doing this for Biz, man. We doing this one for Biz, man. Marcel Theo Hall, known professionally as Biz Markie, passed away at the age of 57 after being hospitalized since last year for severe complications of type 2 diabetes. They said he suffered a stroke after going into a diabetic coma. Fellas, first of all, man, welcome Pito, Easy. Y'all ain't
family.
Y'all family, man. So it's not introductions, but you know what I'm saying? It's only
Always.
It's only right that y'all here, man, talk about a legend, man. And I know y'all from that era, man. So it's only right. But when you first heard that Biz was sick, that was a whole year ago.
Yeah.
Like, what did you feel when you first heard about Biz Markie being sick?
We just seen him because we seen him at the Queen.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, we just seen him at the Queen, man. And then we and then that's when I think, because we was talking about it in the chat, and I think that's when Sean said something about what the fuck Sean said? Yeah, that's why when we get a chance to see these guys, we gotta go see them because we getting older and they getting older. So if they still got that energy and strength to perform, we got to go see them, man. And just so happened we went to the Queen and he turned that joint out.
Yeah, no,
he did
crazy.
A walk off.
It was crazy. And actually, I think all of us was here. I know E was there. I think Pito. I think all of us
was there.
All of us was here. I don't know if Sean was there.
Wasn't there.
Everybody else was
I was
here
in the building.
Yeah, but man. Yeah. I remember like you said. I remember like, damn, it felt like we just seen. Even though it was actually a little bit of time in between that, but it felt like it was like recent, man. And I was just like, damn, we just seen him. Everything looked good, and that's how quick things could change, man.
Yep.
But I was sad to hear it, but I didn't hear anything for a while, so I took that as almost as like, okay, that's a good thing, maybe. You know, you don't know, you ain't hearing.
Right.
They kept it real tight. Like real,
They did.
The family kept like you ain't really know what was going on. It wasn't like all over social media. So I was just hoping for the best, man. But I hated to see him, sick or whatever the condition, man. It wasn't good. What about
so was
y'all?
That like his last live performance?
I don't think so. I think he did. I think he did something after that.
Yeah, he probably was on a tour when we.
It wasn't like it was like a week before it happened.
Caught him on a tour.
Yeah,
the Juice Cruise tour they had.
He did have a Juice Cruise.
I missed that. I wanted to go that so bad together. I never really seen him like live, as far as like performing,
rapping wise.
Yeah,
you said you seen him again another time to DJ too, right?
DJ at Lincoln.
Okay,
Lincoln. That's like back like early 2000.
Yeah. So man, it was like you said, he killed that DJ performance. And what I liked about that is it wasn't just like he pulled it off, but it was mainly a hip hop crowd. But he wasn't playing just hip hop music. He was playing music, period. And he still pulled it off, and the crowd had the crowd's respect. And so that was for not just hip hop heads. That's for people that just enjoy music all together. In general. He was playing music, man. It was dope, man.
Classic.
So when Biz Markie, you heard the news that he passed away. How did you react? Where was you? How'd you feel? All of that.
I think somebody sent it through
somebody sent
through
it
the chat.
I did.
I think Pito sent it to me first. Yeah, I think Pito sent me that joint first.
He died at 6 something, and I
actually was just around. I was just around you, E, and I got home like, damn, man. I got home, and then he texted me.
Yeah, I got it.
And then he said, Biz Markie. I'm like, damn. That joint just messed my whole day up. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, damn, man. Because I was pulling for him, man. I was pulling for him. And that joint was just like, it was sad, man, because I like Biz Markie. I respected him as a legend in the game, man. I think he's more valuable to hip hop than he gets credit for.
Absolutely.
And that joint hurt. That joint messed up my day, man. For sure it did.
Yeah, at one point in time, like when doing the whole pandemic pandemic, I call it. But they was you know, you home doing nothing. You like, you know what? I did was I started following DJs on Instagram.
That's what I did.
And Biz was on there live like once a week. He'll go DJing. So I'm following him, and then I said to myself like, yo, where he at? That's when he first, like last year, he got sick and went to the hospital. I said, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, it was Biz, it was Lord Finesse.
I follow Lord Finesse.
Jazzy Jeff was doing it too.
D Nice. I was following like a whole bunch of DJs. Trying to think of Tony Touch.
DJ Scratch.
Scratch. I went to Touch. I'm just following all these cats because they on their DJ every time. So I'm like, give me something to do.
That was right before
and then,
Versus.
Soon I heard he got hurt. Like they basically got sick. I said he gonna pull through. He be good. And he been sick the whole last year.
Yeah, that was a long time. That's why I was feeling like, damn. Hopefully he's getting better and recovering because that was a whole year. But then I heard a little stuff like he wasn't doing good all that time. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe he's just taking the time to get all the way better. But after a whole year passed and they saying that it's not looking good, that's when I'm like, damn, this must be.
And they
really
still ain't
serious.
stay how he passed or anything, though, right?
Well, I guess it's still complications from the original thing. He just never got better. They said he wasn't functioning. He was conscious, but they said he wasn't functioning on his own. Like he was still messed up pretty much. And pretty much, then I started hearing from people like he was never going to be right.
Somebody had a stroke or something?
Yeah, it was a stroke from the coma due to the diabetes. So it was like it was like a big, it was like a reaction, like a chain reaction to everything. But how y'all feel about like social media's news coverage? Because they killed him. They said he was dead like 2 weeks before he passed away.
Exactly.
And everybody was servicing. And that happens a lot, like with celebrities and entertainers. How you feel about how they covered that, man?
That's how they do, though, man. Listen what you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody that's tapping on the phone and you can't even see him. Putting shit up. That's just what the time that we living in. Everybody want to be the first to get it first. Like it's all about likes and views. So I'm not surprised that somebody would do some whack ass shit like that.
But to me, this is the wave that
what's going on
is going on. They did the same thing to DMX. Remember, it was like, oh, he's dead. He died from COVID, and which wasn't even the case. You know what I'm saying? But
it got to the point in this situation where his family family and close friends, like Big Daddy Kane and different people had to get on there and say, like, look, man, Biz is still alive. Like, stop putting up this stuff. Like, stop saying this man dead. Like, why y'all trying to kill him? I know everybody want to be first, but to what extent, man? Like, you talking about somebody's life. And you talking about his family that they may not hear from nobody and they see on social media that their family member passed away. Like, nobody want to see that, man. It's not that serious to be saying you the first person to post it. And when you posting something, like, look stuff up, man. Like, try get some credible sources.
Be a journalist and actually look at the facts. Is this happening? And it's like, yo, have some respect for this man's family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit is whack.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah, we gotta stop that. Like, I think that's weak, man. Even if you feel like you want to just be the first, like, think about if that was you and your family or something. How would you feel about that, man? Like, come on, y'all.
We're all talking about this whole cancel culture. Cancel these media outlets that be promoting this fake news. Like, get these dudes out of here. Like, don't even click their page.
I agree.
Did you see the love he got though?
Yeah, big love.
As he should.
I saw. I was not to compare, but everybody had him up more than DMX. He knew because he had years before DMX in the industry where he had the old
captured
school.
Everybody in the new school. Yeah, DMX I get what you're trying to say.
He like grandmothers liked him. He's sort of like a character to them. They liked.
Right.
So he was animated.
Yeah,
so
very much so.
They liked him.
Probably the first animated person.
Yeah, he's the first animated rapper. Yeah. Really.
Well, Biz was a lovable guy. DMX really didn't rock with everybody. Yeah. So Biz was the lovable guy. Everybody loved Biz. Every generation loved Biz.
He was on the West Coast.
He was that kind of guy.
He was
overseas.
Everybody loved.
When he DJ'd, that's when he gained a lot of the new people.
Definitely a lot of new fans.
The new rappers. That's when he got.
Because he was letting them know that he's listening to their world and he was tapping into their world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with his own old school style. So when he was doing that and they realized, yo, damn, that's the old school, you know, the old head Biz Markie, it was something else. You know what I'm saying? They went to a different level. But Biz was always like that. He was well rounded. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all say he was the first, you know, character rapper, but and then it will be times where he tried to spit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like he was, man, Biz was something special, man. And it's crazy, man.
I mean, we could say he definitely the total package.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the unique figures of hip hop.
Very
man.
unique.
Like he carved his own niche, for sure, man. And yeah, Biz, man, Biz was loved, man. He was loved by everybody because he just spread love like that. Like, but to correct you, he actually always was a DJ. You know, he always was a DJ. He just got famous as a rapper first.
Yeah.
But he DJ'd from the beginning. He got famous as a rapper. And then when rapping kind of slowed up for him, he kind of went back to what he knew. But Cool V and them used to handle the DJing, but he always knew how to DJ. That's how he got started. DJing and kind of like a party, what they used to call it back in the day, like you just hyping the crowd, kind of MC, like hyping the crowd kind of person. But before we get into the conversation, just a little brief. If you ain't never heard of Biz Markie before, this is just a little brief description. If you young, you know, go do more research. But this is a little quick background on Biz Markie. He was born in Manhattan in Harlem. He was raised in Long Island though. Before he became Biz, the Diabolical One, he was also known as the Clown Prince of rap. He grew up a prankster in school, and he got like his he kind of like got his break in the 80s in New York City nightclubs as a DJ, like I was saying. He developed the practice of scratching with 2 turntables, and he went from like a regional New York City guy to like performing in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania. So he kind of like the college tours a little bit. This is before he kind of popped off. Biz, in his own words, he said how he got his name. He said, Biz comes from the first hip hop tape I heard. It was 77, 78 from the L Brothers. Grand Wizard Theodore was the DJ, and the rappers was Kevy Kev, Master Rob, and Busy B Starsky. Biz said, I love Busy B. Busy B just stuck with me. My name used to be Busy B Markie, and after a while, I put the Biz with the Markie because his neighborhood nickname was Markie. So that's how he came up with the name Biz Markie. He grew into a dope DJ, but he felt uncertain as an MC. He served as a human beatbox for other rappers, providing drum sounds with his mouth. And if you know Roxanne Shantae's story, he was beatboxing for her when she was doing shows and stuff going around. Ultimately, his confidence grew to a level that enabled him to seek out successful rap producer Marlon Williams, a.k.a. Marley Marl. Busy said about connecting with Marley Marl, he said, when I felt that I was good enough, I went to Marley Marl's house and sat at his stoop every day until he noticed me, and that's how I got my start. Marley Marl helped Biz record demo tapes, his first 1985 single, Deaf Fresh Crew, which featured up-and-comer Roxanne Shantae. Biz would start rapping and traveling around doing shows with Roxanne Shantae, beatboxing and making beats with his mouth for performances. The rapper was soon signed to Prism Records, which would later be known as Cold Chillin' Records. And over the next couple years, he recorded several additional singles. Make the Music, 1987's Just Rhyming with Biz, a duet with his friend, future superstar Big Daddy Kane. And Big Daddy, him and Big Daddy Kane were friends. He heard about Big Daddy Kane. They became friends, and Biz is actually the one that got him signed and then made him the writer of most of the songs on his first album. So that's love. In 1987, Biz Markie released his debut album, Going Off, and it to good reviews. Biz's most commercial success came in 1989 with his album, Biz Never Sleeps. It featured the crossover and platinum single, Just a Friend. Biz Never Sleeps, the album went gold, but Just a Friend was a platinum single. His third album, I Need a Haircut, was released on August 27th, 1991 on Cold Chillin' Records, Warner Brothers, and it was produced by Biz and his cousin and best friend, Cool V. Sales of the album already were low, but this is a major point in hip-hop with this album, if you don't know. Gilbert O'Sullivan, who claimed that the album song Alone Again featured an unauthorized sample from his hit Alone Again. O'Sullivan's claim was upheld in a landmark ruling that altered the landscape of hip-hop, finding that all samples must be cleared with the original artist before being used. Warner Brothers, the parent company of Cold Chillin', had to pull I Need a Haircut from circulation, and all the companies had to clear samples after that. You had to get your samples cleared from the original creator, or you couldn't put it on your album. So that was landmark. This development reflected on how hip-hop was growing in popularity, that people was actually paying attention to this. They wasn't paying attention to that before. In 1993, Biz released his fourth album, All Samples Cleared, kind of like a little shot at that. He got all his samples cleared, even though that lawsuit kind of hurt his whole career, and it kind of went down. In 2003, he released another album, which was his final album, called Weekend Warrior. Biz then went on to do several TV things in TV and film, including Living Color, The Dirty Dozens, Media Man, Men in Black 2, Celebrity Fit Club, The Auntie Milanakis Show, Wildin' Out, and Yo Gabba Gabba. Biz still DJ'd over the years, but he got back into it heavily kind of like towards the end of the 2000s when Chris Rock took Biz on tour for him for his No Apologies tour, and he let Biz do these sets in the beginning where Biz was playing old school rap, and the people was really feeling it. And then that's when he kind of really just kicked in the full gear, traveling, doing DJing for the rest of the 2000s decades. And in 2020, Biz Markie started hosting a radio show on Sirius XM on LL Cool J's Rock the Bell Radio Channel 43 every day weekday until he passed away. So when did you first hear Biz Markie? You know?
I guess I should start since I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like videos late at night. Him sitting at the piano with the wig on. You know what I mean? Just,
so the video.
Just a friend. And it's like, it was fun. It wasn't like no cursing like that. It was just bars, the crazy beat, the crazy sample, crazy hook. You know what I mean? Like, that was just Biz Markie. And it's like just talking about, like, man, it's like losing like an Avenger. Like we look at these guys as like superheroes.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like Biz Markie. Like, damn,
that's a good one.
Crazy.
That's a good one right there. An Avenger. I like that. Oh man, when did I first hear it? I guess I'm second youngest. I'm guessing it was Nobody Beat the Biz. I'm not 100% sure, I was so young, but I feel like it was Nobody Beats the Biz because that was the song that maybe that's why I like the song so much. I think I heard that first probably from my uncle DJing or something. I think Nobody Beats the Biz was the first song I had. Of course, I heard Just a Friend because that was a big pop hit.
Big
but I think I heard Nobody Beats the Biz first. What year? I have no idea. I know I was a kid, super young. So I know.
89 probably.
Yeah, something around
89.
late 80s. Yeah, but it definitely is probably. I'm pretty sure it was Nobody Beats the Biz though.
Mine was Going Off.
Just the whole album. Oh, the song.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that was like that park vibe. That was that Price's Park.
Right.
Motherfucker kept scratching it. And these motherfucking good dancers was out there with the Kid and Play shit. But definitely Going Off, man. Like, that was like, oh, man. And then, as you said, Carter, Nobody Beats the Biz. It was that next flow because we had certain artists from our region, from our town, that had them type of beats and them type of flows. And you know what I'm saying? So all that used to blend together. But, yo, man, Going Off, man, was that look. And straight classic mode. And it was Biz, man. And then he with his mouth, and it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? No homo, but with his mouth, man, and making, like,
It's dope.
Yo, he was with everybody. Everybody at this table tried to beatbox.
Good or bad, I agree.
That's
a fact.
Another element of hip hop people don't talk about.
Lost
Exactly.
element.
Yeah.
Lost
Exactly.
element.
Oh man,
The table too.
that sound like a
Standing
show.
on the table.
Yeah.
Sound like a.
Oh, that was school. That was school
That was-
lunchroom. Like,
I mean, I don't know
beatboxing
what y'all
and-
doing, but that was the
That
thing.
sound like an episode, man.
Yeah, that's another
Lost
episode.
element to hip hop.
It's 5 elements, and that's one of them.
Yeah. What's the other 4?
The beatbox was tough, yo. Just to hear people in the hallways battling this beatboxing, who the best beatboxer, you know what I mean? And he said it himself, like I didn't have the style of, Fat Boys
or Dougie Fresh. He was different. He had a different style. I respect that. He definitely had a different style with the throat thing and it just touching.
And his joint was more slow and like more characteristic. Then you see him and he moving with it, and that just it just took his shit to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
When did y'all two first hear Biz?
I don't know where you heard him. I mean, it's like Biz. When I first time heard Biz, I think had to be that Shantae joint, because I didn't know what that was. Like he was with that what's the song called again? The one him and Shantae did together. He just because basically he came in on some accidental, and they was trying to put everything together, and they just like threw it together. He started beatboxing, and then she went and started rapping to the song. And I heard her on the mixtape, of course. I'm like, yo, this joint here is dope as hell. Like, who is this? I didn't know who Biz was. I knew who Shantae was because the other UTFO and the whole battle team, Roxanne. But and then I started hearing more about MC Shan, Marley, and then Biz and all them together. And, the whole Juice Crew.
Right.
So then they was putting together the whole crew. But then I didn't know after the fact. Because I think Biz joint dropped first before Big Daddy Kane, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Going Off.
Yeah.
So when the Going Off dropped, I'm like, yo, this dude was witty. Mm-hmm. His stories was crazy. Mm-hmm. Like it's like one of the things. Like his stories was funny as hell. Picking boogers. Like, who had the knowledge to put that on record? Like picking boogers. He said that was a record. I mean, another song that Big Daddy Kane wrote. Yeah. Right. He balled up and threw it in the trash. He went back in the trash and said, yo, hold up, man, what's this? Yo, I like this. I'm going to use this. He said, you serious? And they used it. So that's Biz, like, because that just speaks to his value, to his character. He brought comedy to rap.
Absolutely.
At the time back then was like real serious.
Yeah.
Everybody serious, I'm the best. Man, damn all that. I'm nice, but I got some jokes with it. You know what I mean? So they have fun with it. Right. So... Yo, man, he a legend, man. I just like he's a total package. He brought lyrics, DJing, comedy, producing. A lot of people don't talk about his producing
he
too.
Was a producer.
Heavy producer. So
he was a producer.
Yeah,
when they used to produce their own stuff back in the day, they didn't really like talk about it. They used to just produce their own stuff. A lot of artists produce. Rakim used to do a lot of production of his own, but whoever got the credit, whether it was Marley Marl or whoever, the actual artists that used to produce really didn't get the like credit as a producer. But a lot of them produced their own stuff.
They did.
Me, I heard the Shantae song with him, but I ain't really was rocking with Shantae too much because I didn't think she was that lyrical. Like everybody was talking, she could just rap.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Lyrical didn't come into effect until Queen, like Kane and Rakim.
That late for you?
Yeah, there was nobody real lyrical. Maybe Melly Mel.
Not that get retarded.
Karis One?
Though.
No, Karis One that was
80?
around the same time. Yeah, that was around the same time.
Okay,
but anyway,
Roxanne was before. Kumo D?
Yeah, true. Kumo D and Grandmaster Caz.
But there you go.
But I mean, I didn't really check for her, so I didn't really like the song. I liked Biz for Nobody Beats The Biz. But then he didn't take off until the video of Vapors.
Right, that's true.
When that video came out, that's when this whole album just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
But I just remember on the radio, just Nobody Beats The Biz, Vapors, and this is something for the radio.
Something for the radio.
And make the music. All of those, they used to play all those songs straight.
It's a lot of hits.
Yeah.
All those songs straight.
Bangers, though.
And they, that was the time everybody had their systems. And when that would knock, he had a lot of knockers. Them beats was hard. So
basically, I guess with Biz, back then was like basically Arrest the President with which one he used to Arrest the President with? I want to say Make the Music, not Make the Music, or Going Off. One of them he had used, because of that the sample he used.
Yeah.
It was like a song they used a lot back then. Everybody was familiar with that.
Impeach the President.
Oh, that's what it was. My fault. Impeach the President. My fault.
Yeah, it's a drum sample.
Right.
Everybody uses it. Onyx used it. Throw your guns in the air.
Put your guns in the air.
There was so many. Everybody.
Yeah,
used it.
everybody. Everybody used it.
That's
So,
the main. That's the most sampled drum
yeah.
in history.
In history?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I can't agree.
It's the
I can't disagree.
Everybody has used it.
Yeah.
It OPP. Beats to the Rhyme for Run DMC. Farside used it on Passing Me By. They just slowed it up.
Yeah.
But you really, really hear it in Onyx. Throw your guns in there.
Yeah. I realized I said that because, like you said earlier, they were talking about they sued him because of sampling.
Yeah.
Everybody sampled back then.
Yeah.
All the people sampled.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why didn't the record label took care of that on behalf of him?
Because they,
You know what I'm saying?
they was getting by
money.
with it, so they ain't care. They ain't care until they bought it. So then it hurts the artist because it actually did hurt him as a career, as a rapper. That hurt
He
him.
kind of got shafted in it. They probably.
You left him for dead.
They
of
was
course
like,
they
oh,
did.
they come in.
Right.
Biz did it. They stepped back.
Right. So it was messed up because I think they sued him for like 1.7 million. And that was on the album. I want to say the Diabolical album. He mentioned that one. I think that's the one probably they pulled. That was a
Well,
classic.
Biz Never Sleeps is it says the diabolical Biz Markie, and then it says Biz Never Sleeps. So
It's all on
like
one?
the diabolical actually for that is like his title of his name at that point, and then Biz Never Sleeps is the actual album title.
Okay, I got the album Diabolical. It's like I don't know. Remember the cover?
That's what he
The
was
second
like a
album.
scientist.
Yeah, that says it says on the top it says the diabolical whatever Biz, and then the bottom part it says Biz Never Sleeps on there.
Okay.
Look at that joint. It says Biz Never
That's
Sleeps. Unless they had a different print back in the day. I may be wrong. I don't know the original print.
No, it might have all that.
But the
That's the
print
one
now,
he's like a
print
scientist.
now it says that I seen it says Biz Never Sleeps, but it said the diabolical like that's almost like his name at that point, like the diabolical Biz or whatever.
I mean, it's on there too. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's probably all like one, but that to me like
that's
probably,
the Just a Friend. That's
the album. Yeah, that's when
one.
Just a Friend on. Yeah, that's for me. But I think it was probably his
And then
best
when
album.
he did that single, that's when he really blew. With
Yeah,
Just
it
a
was
Friend.
over.
Yeah, once
He
he
went to the
that,
he went to the
yeah.
roof.
Yeah,
That's the one that
You know
went
what I'm saying?
platinum.
That was the commercial. That was the commercial vibe, and it was very catchy. And you can't help but to remember the words.
I think the album,
and it was
I think
one of the
that
best
record went
storytelling raps.
7 times platinum.
Which one? That single?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was platinum for sure.
Seven
That was,
times.
that was a big song.
Have y'all listened to like through all 4 or 5 albums? You
Yeah.
notice that most of the joints is all about girls.
Yeah, he got a lot of girl joints. A lot of girl joints.
For-
Which I ain't
For
mad
ugly
at.
gonna
dudes
say
to
that.
have all those girl
I
joints.
would say a lot of girl joints.
Yeah, it was
He got a
everything
nice
was
amount of
talking about
girl.
girls.
Like, if you listen to his best stuff. It's a lot of girl joints.
There's like
Well,
5
if you listen to
joints
the
on each
album, and a lot of, I'm telling you, he got a lot of stories. He tell about his boys running away, stuff going on. I guess when y'all think about like
The second album, he got a lot of girl joints, especially towards the end. It's like girl
listened
joints,
to some
girl
today.
joints, girl
It
joints.
was-
I
I
was
was
just listening to him. Like I just listened to him like the
Too
last
many.
couple
which
days.
one need a haircut or
No,
that was clear.
I listened
That
to
one?
I listened to that, but I listened to the first and second one the most. And,
Okay.
and the second one,
The first
he
one
got a
definitely
lot of-
talking
The
about girls.
first-
No, the first one
one
is
wasn't-
more party
Thank you.
oriented
Yeah.
in it.
The
The
only
second
thing
one
he
is a
mentioned
lot of girl
girls
joints.
in one
Oh,
verse
so that
of the
one album.
Vapors.
Yeah.
Then he did another song, sort of like the Vapors, but it was talking about the girl the whole time. That's on
Okay.
the second album.
Because he said it was. I think I knew he talking about the one. He had a song definitely getting back some girl dissed him. But now he's on.
Then he got another song where he's
Okay.
talking about, they was talking about him in school that he was ugly and he didn't care.
Right.
And he, then you get the girls later when they found out and that he was a jokester.
You talking about Kim? He had a song on there called Kim.
Maybe it was that one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was that one.
Kim,
I think
right?
it was that one.
Called Kim? Yeah.
Yo, like that's hip hop. Like you
It
ain't
is.
talking about, it's like
you can always
just
talk about.
living
You always talk
normal.
about what you know,
Yeah,
what you experienced.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he went through that. He talked about it. He always make fun of himself anyway. So
Yeah.
But his stuff was believable too.
But,
It was
but he
believable,
also
too.
had messages because he was like, don't use drugs.
oh yeah, always teaching.
He was there was no drugs, don't rob and steal. he talked about another one where his boy was a drug dealer, but he got killed.
Yeah, he got killed. Yeah.
And he always told him, work for your money.
Mm-hmm.
So he always had a message.
Yeah, Biz was like the very first one to like come out doing different things, cause like even with like his whole look, like he eat like his gold. He always like try like his gold and diamonds and everything. He was like, I'm gonna try to outdo my crew. Have you ever noticed that he had like even his rings? Remember his ring? He had the Biz Markie ring.
Yeah, big Biz joint. Yeah,
that joint was tough. Like he was always like, yo, on fashion.
That ring looked bigger than Ghostface.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was on the 3D gold
he was doing
diamond.
that early.
He
That was 80s. That was late 80s.
That's the 80s.
Yeah.
That's the look. Like, you know what I mean? But Biz like was like, I'm gonna shine on you,
but
but I'm that dude though.
He the only silly one. Everybody else is serious.
He always like that. They say he was a jokester. He's like joking,
word.
clowning, having.
That's what he
everybody
known
happy.
as,
That's
though.
what he known.
Right.
Everybody got like
Yeah.
their story of like all the people I hear like and that was friends with him. They all got like the joke. Like he called them joking around Biz story, like or a bunch of them, not like
Did you
one.
see the Q-tip?
Yeah. When he called, like, hey, he said this is how our phone calls go every time Biz called me. Yeah, I did see
Did
that.
you check
John.
it out?
Mm-mm.
That them rapping back to each other instead of talking.
Yeah, they just
Nah.
rapping. They just rap. He said that they used to do that all the time though.
But like he was, I understand you. Like you read off a little soliloquy or synopsis about Biz real quick. But like some stuff was like Biz was a type person. He knew what he wanted, and he stuck to his dream. Like when he met Marley, the story I heard was he was actually in the hallway beatboxing, hanging out. Because he's not from Queens. So he knew about Marley. He like, I know Marley. They makes dope music. So I'm gonna try to meet him. So somebody went and got Marley. Said, yo, is this dude you need to check out and everything? He's like, yo, who's making this noise? All this loud noise. So he went in the hallway and he was up there beatboxing. You know what I mean? And he making all these different sounds. He said, this dude's making all these incredible sounds with his mouth. Yo, he said it in one of his rhymes. He said, yo, Marley picked me up. I'm the most entertaining artist he got.
Damn.
Say as soon as he heard it, he said, "No, I gotta make music with this dude because this dude is making music with his mouth. I gotta put him on." You know what I mean? So he basically was hanging around to try to meet him. You know what I mean? That's how hard he dedicated he was.
Make the music, man, your mouth,
Yeah.
Biz.
So it's like Biz, that dude, yo. Like he put people
Yo,
on. Without Biz, we would never heard of Kane.
You right about
That's a
that?
whole fact.
Yeah.
Kane
Cool
said
G
that.
Rap. I mean, not Cool G Rap, but Cool V.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
cousin.
And TJ Swan.
That's his
TJ
best
Swan was
friend.
before the boy from West Coast.
Yep.
That one that passed away. Well, what's the one on West Coast used to sing? That done with
Nate Dogg.
Oh, Nate Dogg, yeah.
who?
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
No.
Yeah, Nate Dogg. He before Nate Dogg.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
He's the first Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, back there I was checking for TJ Swan. I said,
I stole
TJ
this
Swan,
album from my
He got to
from my
have an
brothers.
album, but he never dropped the album.
Never
to my
dropped
knowledge.
this joint.
But this joint, that going off.
Yeah, Going Off is my personal favorite.
That
And
bang.
and I would say Pito actually, for Biz Markie, I respected him, but it was always like a song thing. Like I knew he had a lot of songs that I liked, but actually Pito was the first person that actually made me like. So like, yo, you listen to his album? I'm like, nah, I never really actually listened to Biz Markie
played it
album.
in the car.
And then I listened to
playing.
it, and I'm like, yo, this album is crazy. Like I knew, like Going Off, I didn't realize. I'm like, damn, all these songs was on the same album. Like I knew the songs, but I didn't know they were all on that one album.
There's like 5 to 6 club bangers.
Yeah,
on
like
here.
all of
Yeah,
that,
easy.
all of that
They
one
play.
album.
Yes.
They play it in the club still.
Yeah.
And I used to think they would spread out more. I'm like, damn, all these was on this one album. Like, yo, this joint is crazy.
Yeah,
and then
between
when I listened
him
to
and
that,
Molly.
and then Biz Never Sleeps, I'm like, damn, like his albums was dope. Like, and this is me listening to it way after the fact. I'm like, damn, these albums is dope, man.
I think this is Marley's best album.
Yeah.
Production.
No.
What other
His
album?
Best album?
All the beats on
Production-wise?
here. All these. Who else? These 2 albums.
Between this, Kane,
No.
Cooj.
No,
Coogee
but he
Rap?
didn't do all Kane album.
He did most of
He
it.
did a lot
He
of
did
King.
most of it, but
And he
this,
did Rakim.
Yes, he did. Stop it.
I still think this.
Come on, man. Stop
This got
it.
all Marley.
Stop
I still
it.
think.
Stop
This
it.
got all Marley.
But
a lot of them
Marley
got.
sprinkled
But a
on the
lot of
album.
it-
He did most of LL's joints. Some of LL's joints.
But I mean, he the engineer. I'm gonna say that because they said Biz and Kane came there with,
with
their
the sample.
I
records
believe it. I
and
believe
music.
Rakim did that
already.
too. He bought this like, yo, I want you to do this sample. Rakim used to do that.
So he
too.
was like the engineer. He had the
But Marley
studio
Marl got the
in
credit.
his house.
Yep.
He had the equipment. So now I'm bringing you. I need this. I got this. Bam.
Yeah, nah, that's
together.
exactly that example is
He made it
exactly
easy for him then.
That's exactly
You
how.
know what I'm saying?
All right,
so
you want this
your
part
name
out of
on
here?
there saying,
Yeah.
da-da-da,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I brought you
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Just plug it up.
Yeah, Rakim was to say like, yo, I found a sample to Eric B for president. I bought it. Like, yo, I want to use this sample, and he just sampled up, get it all nice. But he was bringing most of them samples to the table. Like, I heard it. That's what I want to do. So, but then Marty Mark got the credit. And I ain't knocking him. I'm saying he did his thing.
No, I'm not knocking it either. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying
a lot
it's
of
that-
it. Yeah, that's how a
that's-
lot of that happened.
Yeah,
back in
a
the
lot of
day.
that happened back then. So
For sure.
It's like-
So what did Biz Markie, y'all mentioned Biz Markie, Marley Marl, the Juice Crew. What do you think Biz Markie meant to the Juice Crew? Because you got a lot of the top MCs in the game, and Biz Markie stood out. Like, what did Biz Markie mean to that crew?
He was the other side that crew would love to be, but they wouldn't look
They're
right
too
being.
serious.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at it. Everybody else was so serious in this crew.
Exactly.
You had Kane, you had Shan,
MCs,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
MC Marley Marl, you know what I'm saying? You had Cool G Rap,
All of
you
them
know what I'm
on
saying?
here
All them dudes,
can
man,
spit,
like
except for
Come on, stop it.
Shan.
He couldn't
They
spit.
were the
oh Shan.
You
He
from
was-
Queens? You from
Nah,
Queens and you
man.
disrespecting
Look.
MC Shan?
Shan one
Craig
spitter.
G won battle competitions. Kane, spit. Ace could spit. Cool G Rap could spit.
Come on, Shan was nice, yo.
He just was first.
I don't know how.
But he
I
still
don't know
was nice,
how.
though.
I don't know how
How
you
gonna
just
go
say
against
that.
Queens get the
Shan
money? Like, he
wasn't-
lost
Shan
it.
wasn't
Yo,
it.
he helped pioneer this.
Shan
He had a
wasn't on
song
that.
called "I Helped Pioneer This."
Shan was it, dog.
Shan
Come
was
on,
the
man.
first
Shan was
album.
it.
He was the
The
first Juice
bridge.
Crew album.
The bridge wasn't dope.
That's it.
I helped pioneer this.
Damn, that's almost blasphemous. You coming from Queens, dog. That's blasphemous.
I wasn't
Nah,
feeling
word, you
Shan.
might-
Okay, real quick. Did
I
you listen
loved
to
it.
Shan album back then?
Yeah,
Ever?
I got it.
Did you like it? His first album though.
That's the first Juice Crew
I just
album.
only like probably those two.
Project Ho.
Nah. I don't even remember it.
That ain't sound
Spit
good.
these songs off top.
All I know, you know what I liked? I liked the beat on I Pioneered This.
It was dope. But you heard what he said on that joint? Yo, Shan had a lot of flow, a lot of styles. He was different from all these cats,
and
of course.
his voice was annoying too. It was high pitched. I just didn't.
He had his own
You're
style.
frustrated.
Cool J, like, remember his style a little bit, like his whole look. Yeah, his look. Cats biting off his Shan back then. Anyway,
Nah, MC Shan was that dude.
he was that
though.
dude. Anyway,
dude.
but
Biz, man,
Biz though, I mean, piggyback off you, like these cats probably wanted it to do funny. 'Cause think about it. Like I said, back to Kane. He wrote a song about picking boogies. He threw it away like, nah, that ain't me. He wanted to do it,
Word.
but who could do it better? Biz. So he wanted to be that type dude too. So I'm gonna throw it out of the way. I'm not gonna do that. Come on, Cool G Rap got a reputation on the line.
You all right, yeah.
He ain't talking about picking- I'm not doing that.
Is Biz on any songs with G Rap?
Yes.
I don't think. what?
Racism.
Right. Now that's
He was waiting on
Cool G
that.
on
Rap.
Cool G
My
Rap
baby was
side.
waiting on that.
That was dope too.
My baby was waiting on that.
I do
And I
this,
know,
man. I do
I
this
know,
stuff.
Ace got the song "Me and the Biz." I like that.
What?
Remember Biz in the video where he
Yeah,
had
but
the
that
car-
wasn't really him though. That was the you talking about him
the
and the
dummy.
Biz?
He had the dummy.
Yeah, that way he could at least showed up. He did it, but he did a tribute to him, I guess. So that was dope. But
Nah, Biz, man, he was you think about all them people y'all named, like those are like well respected MCs, but Biz was different. He had his own niche because he was fun. He was, like you said, he'll do a picking boogers. He'll push the envelope more. You know what I'm saying? That's why Just a Friend took off. They wasn't making records like Just a Friend.
hell no.
Nah, they was going in. They either making party records or going in lyrically, man. You know, Cool G Rap was super hardcore, like just, gutter street tales. Like Big Daddy Kane was smooth, man. You know, smooth. You know what I mean? Smooth chocolate.
Smooth operator.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
No. Smooth operator.
Yeah, dope.
Point blank period.
You know what I'm saying? You got Biz putting on wigs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so smooth.
Always mouth always open, making noises. Like he was crazy. He would dress up as anything. Like he was wild, you know.
So is it safe to say like he was like their mascot? Almost Juice Crew mascot in a way.
I wouldn't say
mascot.
that.
Not
Mascot's
kind of tough, dog. Mascot.
I mean, but he was still like a solid like.
I mean,
you know what I mean,
he was a
mascot,
I'm gonna say clown more. I ain't gonna say
rap.
fun dummy neither, but he was a clown, but he still kept it. He kept it hip hop.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And he kept it fun on a level that's whatever. Like, yo, don't disrespect me because I still got flavor. I'm just doing it my way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll stick Kane on you.
It's a Kane on him.
Get him, Kane.
And
Get him,
then
Kane.
you got a problem. You got a problem if you sick Kane on you. That was his guy.
And
So I said that before that, like Biz, and I think we probably all can agree that like Biz is one of them unique guys in hip hop.
Absolutely.
But like, what do you think separates like? I think most of us can agree that like Biz is he was a different.
He was
kind
creative.
of dude. Like, what made him that guy in hip hop that you look back and be like, yeah, Biz was in his own lane.
His creativity. His creativity, man. And it was in his lyrics, and then he made sure that you seen it in his videos. You feel what I'm saying? Because like who like you said earlier, who would ever think he'd be sitting at a piano with a white wig on? You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine if Biz came out later when videos were popular, like when Missy came out?
Absolutely.
Where he had the animation
That's
and
a
the budget.
good point. He was
He
before
would have blew.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
right.
Once again,
He would have
before
blew
his time.
Before his time.
And the
Yeah,
storytelling, man, like the storytelling,
Storytelling was
you gotta read it. Yo, you gotta really and if somebody that raps and say that they didn't get storytelling from Biz, you're a liar. Biz has some of the most hottest storytelling.
Man,
Him and Slick
I
Rick.
remember he had the
Him and
song
Slick,
Albert
man.
Square Mall. I had to go check it out.
I met him at the
go over
Albert
there.
Square Mall before.
People,
I went over
people
there.
always say that. They be like, yo,
I went
Albert
over
Square
there
Mall, maybe go
looking
want to
for
go to Albert
somebody
Square Mall.
just to be out there. All I end up seeing is Ed Lover.
Did you?
Yeah.
You ain't see him?
Nah, he wasn't there.
He was there when I went there.
Oh, because that was like
See, I thought I thought he was from
Coliseum.
Brooklyn because of Square Mall.
That was the Brooklyn Coliseum. It's
I,
right down the
I
street
always
from
thought he was
Junior's.
from Brooklyn, honestly.
Me too.
I always
thought
thought he was
so.
from Brooklyn. I didn't
I
even
knew
know
it
the
was Long
Harlem
Island.
or
You
Long
did?
Island
Okay.
thing.
I knew it was
I didn't
Long
even know
Island.
that.
But he hung out
Albert Square
in
Mall.
Queens and Brooklyn.
Yeah, they said he used
Same
to be
as Busta.
everywhere,
Busta
though.
is
Yeah, he said he
from
was
Long
everywhere.
Island,
Jersey too.
Yeah.
and he was out always out in
Busta was from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
The
He
Busta
was
is from
born in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, but then he moved to Long Island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went
He
on
did all
Island.
school
That makes
in
sense
Long
because that's how he was calmed down with Public Enemy and them. So that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he kept coming back to the city. They call it the city because Long Island is.
But you gotta understand, like they said, Biz, as far as his talent and his creativity, you gotta respect it because his storytelling was like the same lines as Slick Rick. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Vapors.
It's only them two and Kane.
What
That
storytelling?
was storytelling back then.
No,
Nah,
man,
Kane
no,
was
no,
more
no. Q,
lyrical, killing it.
Q.
But
Who?
Biz
Q.
storytelling was like big, like a Slick Rick.
He must ain't listen
The
to
Vapors,
America's Most Wanted.
Kim. He had a joint with the going called what's that joint called when the dude was his boy, one of his best friends. I can't think right now, but anyway, but he just a friend. Like he just tell you these great
Yeah,
stories,
Vapors, too.
and you like yo, like I can see myself. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody can see themselves in that
Going
that
through this
character.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Average
Right.
Joe story.
Yeah, average Joe story. Like I can see myself in that place during that time, or another time that somebody got dissed, or somebody didn't like you at one time.
Yep.
Now you on. Now they on my dick. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, saying.
And it's funny that Freak says that Freak, you said that a lot of people took, from Biz Markie, and I got some receipts, man. Biggie, man. Biggie had a line where he said, ha 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 ha, check out this bizarre rapping style used by me. He said the B.I.G., but Biz said the B.I.Z.
B.I.Z..
And that was from Biz Markie going off.
From the beginning.
Make the music with your mouth, Biz. You may recognize that beat. Some younger people from Jay-Z and Maya's Best of Me. Same beat. The Biz Dance. Your boy.
His own
Ghostface,
dance.
The Grain. That's that beat.
Jay-Z used the beat too.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
Check
did.
it out. Where I'm from, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That's a Biz Markie beat.
That beat is hard.
Yeah, that beat's hard. The Dragon, Ghostface Killer, $150. 2 albums on Supreme Clientele. I mean, 2 songs on Supreme
Another
Clientele.
story. He talked about the Dragon.
Yeah.
Everybody experienced the Dragon.
Vapors. Snoop made the whole song over,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even that far. Like it wasn't even like 20 years after. It was like within 10 years.
She
he
left
made
her
that
alone.
You think he checked in
I haven't
for
seen-
that?
I think he did. Because remember,
He had to.
first album he did Lottie
And Snoop
Dottie,
respectful.
and then the second album he did
He should leave those
Did
two
anybody
songs
check-
alone.
Did
To me,
anybody
that's like
check
paying
Snoop
homage,
Instagram?
definitely.
I
You know
pay
what I
homage,
mean?
but he
Yeah,
didn't do no
homage.
justice
He
to
did
him.
something else?
Nah,
To me.
it wasn't like the original.
It wasn't like the
Vapors
original.
was
Lottie
such a
Dottie
classic.
wasn't that bad.
Lottie Dottie was better than Vapors.
Yeah, it definitely
his
was.
version of Lottie Dottie was
I
better
actually
than
like
Vapors.
Snoop Dogg's version of Vapors.
I went back in. I
Because you
forgot
probably-
my
you
end
probably
though.
wasn't too familiar.
You like Snoop's version of?
No, I'm
sorry.
saying
Vapors over.
it's
He
good.
said that.
Oh, it's
dog.
good.
Don't look
Okay,
at
I
me.
was making sure.
good.
But he probably didn't. How much of the original Vapors did you hear at that point? You might not have heard that.
I
much.
remember seeing a video and then Snoop making the remake.
Okay.
And then Mario actually blew up the song "Just a Friend" in 2002. He did the whole song, but he was just singing on it though. And then he did he actually showed love though, and did a remix with Biz though. So I respected that. Being a young dude, that was dope,
Right.
man.
That's good. That's what they do.
Showing
Pay homage.
respect. Showing respect. So that was, but like the moral of this is that like he influenced a lot of DNA of songs of eras way after the 10, 20.
What about his flow?
What about
Like
his
the
flow?
way that he was animated.
Oh, a
and
lot
say
of people.
certain words.
A lot
Say
of
words,
Lot of-
yes.
Like
Yes.
I think Red, Luda,
I can see
Animated
that. I can see that.
Cadences and stuff.
I can
see that.
see. I can see all of that.
All
I can
that
see
from
all of
Biz.
that.
Yeah.
I can see all of that. But I mean, but people that you may not expect. I think people like Biggie. A lot of them took stuff from Biz. Like Biggie respected Biz and Heavy D a lot. And you might not.
I think that's where he got
rhymes
his
just like
storytelling
them.
from.
Yeah, but he looked up to them guys. He
Yeah.
like because they was big dudes, so he respected all the
Yeah.
big dudes and watched how they move. You may not think he raps just like them, but he took from them.
What
for
about
sure.
like his beatboxing?
yeah.
Yo, one of the illest.
People don't.
I was thinking
Heavy was also
Rozelle.
Well, he took it to another level.
Yeah.
though. Rozelle.
Definitely heavy.
He
influenced
can make
by Biz.
music
Yeah, he can make
and
a whole-
sound like no other. So
But I think he
reminds me
was
of the dude
influenced
from,
by him.
Police Academy.
yeah, he remember him. Yeah, exactly. You're right. 'Cause that dude was dope.
There
He
you
was
go.
dope. My man from Police Academy was dope.
He was dope. Like, he can make any sound. That's how Rozelle was. You're
Because
right.
I
What
just
was
saw
his
him
name?
last week.
he was
Did you?
ill.
The black dude.
He was black. He was a
Yeah.
black dude.
Yeah.
He was
Black dude.
ill,
Black
yo.
dude.
What's the one that
He was
star-
dope.
Oh, Spaceballs. I just seen him with Spaceballs.
Was he in
last
Spaceballs?
week?
He was
Yeah.
in Spaceballs, too?
Yeah, because he
I
was the
ain't
guy at
seen
the
Spaceballs in a
computer,
minute.
and he was telling him to type it in, and he was like, "Boo, boo, doo, doo," like the computer.
Yo, if you get a chance, y'all ever get a chance, go back, type his name in, go on YouTube. He do stand up.
Oh yeah.
saw that?
I seen him
Did you?
before. Yeah,
The
I
Police
seen him.
Academy dude?
Yeah, the guy
Yeah,
from-
he do stand up.
Yo, the
And the,
sounds
all
he
these different
do-
sounds. It's crazy, yo. You get a chance, watch that. Joint. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. Was the song "Just a Friend" looking back on his rapping career? Was that good or bad for Biz's career? Did it like put him in a box, or did it?
What? Like a box? Like
blew it.
every girl's gonna
listen,
do that to him?
Or no, it's just like they wanted you to make this kind of song. So, because he never had a song, a single that like commercially was bigger than that.
When
So
he dropped that, everybody around him got rich because that was like one of the most like reproduced songs. Like, and by me saying reproduced, I mean from commercials, from the movies, all that. It was just reproduced over and over again. You always heard it, man. And when he dropped that, man, you just knew, like, in the video, man, like, it was crazy. Walking up to the door, knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying?
Snap!
That
Guess what I saw?
yeah.
Fella done tucked into my girl in the
Look
mouth.
at my girl in the
I
My
mouth.
heart
was
went way down
My
south.
heart way down south. God
Yo,
dang.
that is a hip hop song. That beat is them drums on that.
The beat is
song?
crazy, right? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He saw that vision.
Yeah.
Like he had traded his boy for that record. And he was looking for that song, and he called his boy, best friend, Cool V, like, yo, I got a hit on my hand. listen to this joint. And he like, yo, I just go ahead and went from there. Like he
I
just,
can't think of no other song that started like Vapors.
you won't.
No song started with the beat and the word at the same time. It's always every song starts with the intro. He just came out radio, TV, and it hit hard. Just right when he came
right
on.
from the door. That's what I said. That's his vision. Like doing something different, like paving the way like for a different type of sound. Like Biz was different, yo.
Yeah, I think
miss
for
this
you
dude.
casual hip hop listeners, like you think you know, you're in Tez's words, Europeans, like y'all might think that like Just a Friend is Biz's only song because y'all may not know anything about him. But like he is far from a one-hit wonder. Like he got a lot of dope hit songs.
He didn't make
like,
Just a Friend. He took that from somebody else.
But I mean, that's what most white people know Biz Markie for is Just a Friend.
Yeah.
Like when
exactly.
he goes to stuff like, oh, perform Just a Friend. Like or he go to a black crowd, they're like, yo, play all Vapors, Nobody Beats the Biz, going off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make music with your mouth. Like he got joints for days, but
all day.
All they know is because that was big commercial pop crossover is Just a Friend. But like I'm saying, do your homework. If you just a casual, you just know him for that song. He got a lot of joints, man.
Everybody knows that hook though, man.
Oh, you gotta sing along.
That comes on. You gotta
sing along.
You gotta sing that shit,
because the piano itself, the riff of that song
makes that joint.
You gotta sing along. It's like one of those joints, and it's probably definitely a crowd pleaser because the fact if you in a club and you've been drinking, you feeling it.
Dude. What? Yo, play that song in between somebody's set. Yeah. Everybody gonna be singing that.
Everybody singing that joint.
Everybody.
He don't even when he does that song, he don't have to say nothing. He can just put the mic to the crowd.
That's all he do.
Everybody else is going to do the whole thing for him. He don't gotta say a word. Matter of fact, it's video of him doing that. He just like this, and they just singing the words like loud. He don't gotta say a word, man.
Just to add another thing about him.
The original song is "Got What I Need" by Freddie Scott.
Okay. And he probably heard that joint.
Yeah,
and
but it was produced by Gamble and Huff.
Ooh.
It's like the other song he got, Spring Again. Remember Spring Again?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Is that Asher and Simpson?
No.
Roberta
Roberta Flack.
Oh yeah.
Roberta Flack and the bull. What's the bull name? Roberta Flack and the dude that passed away.
They used to do all the duets together. I know you
do all the songs together.
Oh
man, damn.
They used to do it.
He did a song. One of my favorite songs, a Christmas song. This Christmas.
Oh, Donny Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
They had a song together. That was the song he sampled from them. You know what I mean? The summer. So it's like a lot of songs like that, like this the Spring Again. He killed that. But back to his DJing. Like he would take the 45s and sample all the old school songs off of those 45s and give you all that. Another thing about him, he would take even the
Back Together Again.
There you go, Back Together Again.
Donny Hathaway.
Yep. And he would take this the TV shows.
Yeah.
And he would play that in his set.
Go wherever
any TV show you name, like from Different
Cheers.
Strokes to What's Happening to
the rap.
Yeah, and he'll put that in his set.
Yeah.
Yo, Biz was something different.
Yeah, nah,
man.
when he did that, like, I guess I'm a musical nerd, but I love them joints.
That's a real
when
DJ.
he go back when
Yeah.
he go back to the because like he'll do a set where he just take you from the beginning song and sometimes you can't hear it yet, and then he builds it up and he builds it up and you like no what is it and then it'll catch you. I seen him do that with Black Rob's Whoa. That was in Delaware, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. I seen him do that with Black Rob's Whoa when Black Rob was still alive. He broke that thing down to like the simplest and that joint too. Pharoah Monch joint.
Pharoah
He
Monch
broke
joint,
that
yeah.
joint to the beginning.
You know what I'm
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
Crazy.
Man. That joint
He'll
was
build
crazy.
you up, like you said, build you up. He'll give you the original song, switch it over to the hip hop song.
And then when it dropped, you're like, yo, that joint crazy. Yeah, that joint dope, man. I love
about
that, man. That joint was dope, man.
And it was crazy because, like I said, when I first heard him DJing at Lincoln, I'm like, the hell's Biz doing here? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things like, he DJs? I didn't know he DJ at the time.
was
And
dope,
he
man.
rocked
Yeah, he-
that party
he
the
was
whole
a dope- he was a
I don't know
dope
if it's a New York thing. You might know. Well, why they give you like a little bit of song? They don't give you the
That's
whole song.
definitely a New York thing.
It's quick as hell.
Oh man,
You like, oh, my spot Jordan. Like,
Yo.
there's another song
They don't
called,
got no time.
huh?
They don't got no time.
The whole party's
Nah,
hell.
I seen Mr.
The whole
C.
set
I
is
seen
you.
Mr. C have total control of the crowd.
Hey.
and he was playing like a freaking 6 seconds of the song. I'm
Exactly.
like, yo, at least give me 30
Kid Capri
seconds.
does that.
Huh?
But why though? Is that a New York
And
thing?
It kills me. I hate when Kid Capri does.
They all do it though.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but-
barely getting any of the song.
but
Like,
Kid
it's
Capri
like,
plays some stuff that, like the original samples, like, God damn, where he get that from? And then he cuts it off.
yeah,
He
word.
does it on purpose.
I think that is a
And
New York
then-
thing.
I
though.
think it's a
I
New
used
York
to-
thing, yo.
I used to follow him,
Uh-huh.
and he said, I got to turn this off. People Shazamming. And he cuts it off. So you don't get it.
See what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to imagine in a party, you jamming, partying, and everything. He give you a sample of this one song, another sample of that song. Like, it's quick as hell. Like, oh, hold on, I'm enjoying myself. I mean, I like it because I'm used to it now. But imagine back when you're a kid, like, come on, this is too fast. So,
in the 90s when like Biz like cooled off as like selling as far as like a rapper,
Right.
Like why do you think the people kind of stopped checking for him as much in the 90s? What was the reason? What would be some of the main reasons of that, you think?
I think because it's like
He's getting older.
he's getting older, but also the hip hop was changing. You had the tough East Coast, West Coast stuff. You had the gangster rap.
Yeah.
All that fun Kid and Play, Biz Markie stuff is like, it was cool, but it's like it's back in the day.
And not only that, Sean, you got people that was coming out with using the uniqueness that he showed, like somebody said earlier with Missy. They, you know, you had them in that '90s phase where they was as creative, and now you got the videos. You paying for the videos for it to be more wild, and I just think that you start getting them people that was probably idolizing Biz and start implementing it into their game. And as far as Biggie and all them dudes, man, and that's when he kind of, you know what I'm saying, he let them take over, but he knew it was him. Like, yeah, they got that from me. You know what I'm saying? But
Saying
then
it's a young man's
and
game?
then that's when he came back. Yeah, he knew his role. Then that's when he came back with the DJ. And they respected it. And that's when he can go back and then speed you up. Mm-hmm. And then that's why a lot of the young artists respected it, because he was tapped in and they thought he wasn't. And he was an older guy. And he was putting that shit together in a different way.
I don't really think that he looked at it as a younger man type of game. I think that getting hit with that lawsuit
Yeah.
kind of took a lot of him.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean? When you sit like, okay, my label didn't have my back, you know what I mean? That probably kind of hurt. You know what? They can have that. I'm going to go do something different. I'm going to go back to, like you said, my original thing was, I'm going to go back to DJing, having fun with it, and just, go from there. I think that's what he did.
I think it's a combination of what all y'all said. Probably, I think the label not having your back is a big thing. So it's like, yo, y'all ain't supporting me. So I'm saying I ain't. But then I also think it is a young generation that took parts of Biz, but they got a younger crowd, a younger following, so they're gonna run with that. And then I think the hardcore, like the '90s era, most of our trademark albums from that era is hardcore. You got Biggie, Nas is more street edge, Mobb Deep, all these albums, it ain't too many, like, I ain't gonna say happy, but like just fun loving albums in the 90s era classics. You got Wu-Tang, Snoop, Dre, ain't none of them like fun at all.
That's true. That's true.
All right, serious question. Name 3 acts from the 90s that was like fun music, that was like, but still dope. Can you name 3 artists that came out in the 90s?
I got
that
one.
Was like
The
fun?
Fugees.
I got one. He got Fugees. I got one. Black Moon.
I
Who
mean,
got the
like
props?
Safe
You
where
think
it
they
That
was
was
fun
fun.
though?
That first song they had We got the props.
But as a group, you consider them fun though?
Not the group. You right, not the group, but that song they had, that first song was fun.
I got one artist that
Redman.
came up.
Redman.
See, I don't consider him.
I'm with you. I don't consider him. I don't consider fun.
He had an
he
edge
was
though,
cursing
man.
and stuff.
I'm with you. I don't think he was. He was
Funny.
He was funny, but he wasn't like a Biz.
No.
He was
wasn't
serious
like
too,
Biz.
though.
Yeah, he wasn't like a Biz.
He was lyrical.
Man, Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Come
I
on.
thought that was like a,
Yeah.
I thought
That
that
was
was
one song, though.
Yeah, that's what
That
I'm
was
saying.
one
Like
song,
it's
though.
hard to
So you
find
saw
these
you
guys
saw a
in
whole
the
group
90s.
like that
got
or
like a
an
body
artist,
that
the
got
whole
bodies
body
of work. That got like
Nah,
bodies
nobody
of
got
work.
body
I
of
mean,
work,
I
nah.
think the Fugees is kind of more on that side.
Was funny.
Who?
Yeah, they were fun.
The who?
Digital Underground.
Oh,
Shop
Digital
G.
Underground. Okay.
Yeah, Digital Underground.
Yeah,
That's
Digital
probably
Underground.
that was it.
They definitely was fun.
They
Okay,
definitely
that's a
fun.
good one. That's
That's
a good
probably
one.
only one.
But Biz Markie got a lot more songs, in my opinion, than Digital
That's why
Underground.
Tupac probably left because they was too happy. He wanted to be thugged
Well,
out.
he was dancing in the beginning. So
Yeah, he was there. He's
dancing
with
right
it.
with him.
He was with it.
Roadie.
So, that's probably the only group I could think of at that
Far
time.
Side.
Probably they was kind of, I ain't gonna say serious, but they was more. I ain't gonna say fun.
I look at
good
them as like a
looking.
West Coast tribe almost.
They was, and you could tell they was because
Yeah.
they
definitely was
said,
the West Coast tribe.
that's another
And then they
story
brought
right there. That's
Hieroglyphics
another story.
after them.
Hieroglyphics, no,
They came afterwards.
they had that one song though.
One hit.
That one song, one hit.
Luda.
Doodle is fun.
Yeah, Luda was
Yeah.
after the 2000s, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was fun.
the 90s hip hop changed, man.
90s
Hip-hop
definitely.
changed.
Everybody
Slick Rick
was like
too.
serious. They was serious.
But Slick Rick wasn't really in the 90s like that. He wasn't really. He was in
Before.
jail.
nah, he had the album came in the 90s.
Was you checking for that second joint? What was the name of the second joint when he was he locked up? I think he still.
He
locked
came
up.
home?
Joint had Outkast on it.
Yeah, I
No,
like that.
that's
That album was dope.
No, that came out like more the later. I remember that album. I bought that.
that was like 90s.
Yeah, that had Big Boy in it. From
Yeah,
Outkast.
yeah. That joint was dope.
That
But
one was
I mean,
alright.
with y'all, you're right. There's nobody on that
Yeah.
level like Biz. You're right.
So pretty much the market said, because then I think in the 80s and early
Kid and
90s, it was more balanced.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was more
Oh,
balanced.
yeah.
Kid and Play?
Kid and Play.
Yeah,
Kid and Play.
for sure.
Play,
But I
that's
think in the
definitely
90s, they pretty much like, it just closed it up. Like, yo, this is the kind that we pushing. The other stuff,
Yep.
you gotta be really, really big already
really
to
nice.
like. To,
So basically, the
Also-
label, the
What do you
industry
mean?
changed the
the
whole
industry, the
Yeah.
radio,
The radio,
yeah.
they changed the narrative of
Yeah,
like what we
yeah.
need to listen to. That's messed up.
If the radio said that Biz was still popping, he would still be popping. Like if the radio says somebody's hot right now, they're hot. You cannot understand no word they saying, but if the radio says it and you hear it 100 times a day, young people, you're gonna like it. Yeah, the radio is a big payola
Influence.
and all that. Man, that's
What
serious.
about, we didn't mention that he was on TV doing the kids shows.
the
Yo
Kiss
Gabba
shows.
Gabba, yeah, I said
Yeah.
yo. He had a run with them. He was doing like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beatboxing
yeah.
on He was on Annie Milanakis. He was on Wildin' Out for like a whole season.
He was on Wild
like
Now.
a
I forgot about
season or
that.
two.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he was like a cast
Yeah.
member. Yeah, word.
Yep. Yeah.
That's Biz.
He was,
Absolutely,
yep.
he was.
Definitely was.
Yeah, he was definitely doing his TV. He was making appearances in certain movies.
Movies, yeah.
He
Cameos.
was moving around.
was
He's a
moving
DJ for Magic Johnson, like Magic Johnson's big parties. He used to do a lot of them big celebrity parties. Like, man, they love Biz, man. Like Biz is making his round. Like the DJ community, he wasn't just like, how some of the rappers and stuff, they call them celebrity DJs. Biz was respected by the top dudes, DJ Scratch, DJ Jazzy Jeff. These is dudes that's hurt. Kid Capri, like, they hurt by him passing, man. Those is his guys. Like, they loved him, for real.
What a terrible term, a celebrity DJ. That is the worst. I hate that. It just makes me cringe.
Because you can be real popular and just
Why is that though?
Like fucking Paris Hilton. Like, she is not a DJ. You are disrespecting the art of DJ.
Yo, that's why I asked you.
what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Yeah, that will hurt
come
my
on.
feelings.
Like, yo, I'm not.
Paris out there
DJs.
like that though.
She DJs
Like
real.
at one point she was.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
that
you
was
can get
like-
you can get a Vegas residence. All you gotta do is be popular. All you gotta do is be popular.
Bad, yo.
You can be, man.
I mean,
Now,
you saw her like actually DJing.
No, not me. But I'm just
Oh, okay.
saying, like
no, that
she's
stuff
out
do
there
happen
doing
though.
it. Yeah.
Like you get a Vegas
That's
residence.
whack.
Because if you can bring people to the club, they don't care who you are. You a DJ.
They was kind of like, matter of fact, they was kind of like trying to get Shaq. He was like, "Oh, I'm a real DJ," and he had
Shaq was doing them, but Shaq know how to DJ.
Yeah.
Shaq is of the culture. He ain't like he just
exactly. I can see he's not a culture vulture.
Yeah, nah. He came up in the game. Why was Biz so loved, man? Pito talked about how Biz was loved so much in hip hop. Like, and then you got to see it when he passed. Like, everybody, universally, old and young, is showing Biz love. Why do you think Biz got that kind of love from the people, man?
He was different.
I think he just all around hip hop.
He did.
How you not like Biz?
Different.
And he also gave the love back too. Like he gave he checked. I heard a lot of stories about people like, man, he always called and checked on me, asked how I was doing if I ain't talked to him in a long time. Like that goes. Jazzy Jeff was saying that. Different people like that goes far, man. Big Daddy Kane was like, you know what I'm saying? He called me Roxanne Shante. Like these is like his peoples that he was calling and checking on, man. Biz cared about the people, man. He loved the people, and the hip hop loved them back. Hip hop loved him, man.
But you know what? Like I never heard nothing bad about Biz Markie.
No,
like no one said, he did
no
this.
battles, nothing.
No jerk nobody. Like he jerked me stories. Like you know what I'm saying. He took advantage.
Even if he
of
did, he didn't mention it.
And he never talked down about the culture. Like how the game's going now. I don't like it, or people don't. People need to give me my respect because I did this before you. He always just stayed in his lane.
That's pride right there. That's probably why they loved him. He wasn't never hating on nobody else.
Yeah.
And he stayed in his lane. And he's like, look, I love this culture so much that I gave all I can do. I'm going to give all my heart and soul to it. So it's like, Biz like no other. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's the same. He was always like, yo, I'm going to do me. It don't matter what the people doing. But as he got older, he's like, you know what? I'm going to get back by DJing and playing music that everybody love. And to show my love everywhere I can do, and be there for everybody. That y'all just said. I check on everybody. How you doing? And if you got something going on, I'm gonna support that. Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, man. Like, Biz Markie, man. Out of like all the people in history, like he seemed to make such a smooth transition from like being a dope, successful rapper to like being a dope DJ that people really respected. I know other people did it. Shout out to Skills. I think he's dope. And several other people that really came full circle with the DJing and really are from that essence, the essence of it. But Biz had a niche, man. We all seen him live. Like he really had a niche with the DJing thing. Like how was he able to transition like that and successfully?
Right. I mean, I can say it. For you, and y'all saw him live, and we saw him at the in Philly. I mean, Wilmington at the Queen. Is that he gave you that when you get people involved, the crowd involved, which is like his niche was. I'm gonna play like these TV series we watch,
right?
And he give you that type of sound. And I watched the TV series.
Classic theme songs.
That theme songs. And he had you sing along to him.
Yeah, because you know him.
There you go. And then everybody
that's cultural, too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Take you back to a moment in your
childhood.
childhood.
And it make you feel great. Like I was there watching this. I can remember at 5 o'clock at night or during the day, I come home from school. And I remember sitting at the TV and waiting for this show to come on. He took me back. That's all.
I get what I feel what you're saying. Like he was able to capture moments and you can go back and be like, damn, when that dropped, I remember where I was at. Though that's the feel good moments and that's always dope
of hip hop.
DJ. Yeah,
that's hip hop.
But also
that's what it was.
That's the lost element. People need to respect the DJ.
Thank you.
The DJ is the
DJ
crowd
was
controller.
the beginning. The DJ was the beginning.
The DJ was the
It
star.
wasn't an MC at first. It was a DJ. They paid to see the DJ.
Cats would come in and ask, who's the DJ?
Right. MC came afterwards.
And it's like, and it's like, yo, y'all seen him perform. What better feeling to have everybody in the crowd? Nobody's beefing. Everybody listening to the same song, just rocking out.
And he had the crowd. It was a lot of people in there.
How peaceful is that?
And he had control of the crowd, man. That takes a lot.
Real quick, remember the TV series? what's it called? They had about hip hop, and I want to say it was called They had 2 series, but they took it off. I want to say it was on Netflix.
Get Down.
The Get Down.
Yeah.
Remember the Get Down? Remember the Get Down?
Uh-huh.
And they was always paying homage to the DJ.
Right.
Yeah.
The MC came later.
Right.
If you understand that, yeah, there it is.
That was the essence
That was
in the beginning.
there it is.
Yeah.
The essence right there.
In the beginning. And that's why when I was saying when Chris Rock took him on tour in like 2008, the people was loving his set so much because he was playing old school classics and it was just taking everybody back. And then that gave him a whole lane and different platform as a DJ because he was playing music. Like it showed that people didn't lose just because it's new waves and new stuff going on. People still love. If it's a classic, it's a classic.
You can't respect it.
Classic records is classic records, man. And he was that guy, man. Biz, man, was just a dope individual. EU was talking about like all the different people that he helped get on in the industry, man. Like Big Daddy Kane. Like it might not have been no Big Daddy Kane.
We would never heard of him.
Like imagine that.
Can you imagine no Big Daddy Kane?
That's tough.
Wow, that's crazy. Even though he helped him write his album, the first album.
Yeah.
But if he didn't bring Big Daddy Kane on, it wouldn't be no going off.
It may not be no word. It may not be no Big Daddy Kane or going off.
Right, no going off.
That's
No.
crazy.
Think about it, like, yo, no Big Daddy
Exactly.
Kane. Who's gonna influence Jay-Z? Who's gonna influence
Biggie.
You know what I'm
Think
saying?
of-
Like,
Yep. That's the
Keep
domino
going,
effect.
keep going,
Domino
keep
effect,
going.
yeah.
Yeah,
Word.
exactly.
So-
So
Wow, that's a great point.
Come on,
That's
give
a
up the boy Biz.
Give him his flowers.
Diabolical.
Man. I thought Biz Markie was a legend when he was alive. But
I've been to
if you don't know about him,
Please.
learn about him and give him
Yes.
and understand why people is not just saying he's a legend because he was an older guy. Like
Nah.
he really had influence in the game, and I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves for what he did in the game. Man, he left a hell of a blueprint, man. And just because he was popping as a DJ, you can't forget what he was as an MC into the game prior to that, man. He was a legend. Best memories of Biz. What you got?
I'm gonna go with my most recent, man.
Oh,
Seeing
Queen.
him live.
That's a hell of a moment.
I don't got no other moment. I seen him live. He was there. I was there, and he murdered it.
Killed that joint.
Killed that
so
shit
that's my
on a
best
DJ
memory.
level.
Killed it.
yo, but you know what's so
No
dope about that
performing,
night?
just straight DJing. None of his
All day.
classics.
And it's crazy because out of all the Biz material out there, Nas posted that same night on his page.
Word
So
he
that's
did.
crazy.
Word he did.
Yeah.
From the Queen.
Yeah, from the
Nas
Queen.
posted.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
he posted it on his
yeah.
page.
He posted the Queen joint when
He wasn't there, but he
liked
posted
this, and
somebody.
No, he
video.
posted it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
Nas posted. He posted several Biz posts, but he posted that one too.
Oh,
yeah.
did it? I did
Yeah,
not know that.
absolutely.
Word.
Yeah, salute to Nas. A lot of hip hop, and not just from the '80s. I mean, you got like Ghost and Ray and everybody, Snoop and Nas. Like they showing Biz love. I love to see that, man. At Fab and the Locks and all them dudes, and he deserves it, man.
You got to think like who influenced your favorite rapper? You know what I'm saying? Like people before them. Like
There's always somebody. But I'm just the shout out the concert crew. And I appreciate y'all having me on to talk about somebody as a legend and pave the way of like making a big mark on hip hop.
Hip-hop, yeah.
Like I mean, it's like one of those things. Like I love it. Y'all know y'all love it. That's why I'm glad y'all brought me on. Like we talked about somebody who's an icon.
Yes.
And made a big mark on this whole industry, the music, and he loved it. We love it, and we gotta also big up people like this on a regular. And whoever you see like is getting older, if they making music, if they producing, or if they even DJing, or if they even out there doing a concert, we gotta support them.
Yeah.
Please support our older generation of hip hop. You got to, because
support the Big Daddy Kanes, the Cool G Raps. Like they still touring, man.
They are.
go to these shows.
Go to shows. Go to the albums. Buy the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Shake
Buy
a
their
hand.
merch.
Just
Like
to
that.
say, hey,
Take Take that picture.
Speak to them. Say something to them. Do whatever you got to do. But please understand that this culture is our culture.
Word. And you never know when it's gonna be like, the last time you see him. Like that Biz Markie night, I wasn't thinking like, damn, this the last time we gonna see Biz. This the last opportunity.
He kind of got sick like not too long.
Yeah, that's the last time.
Exactly.
I didn't think about that. And for real, I wanted to interview him. I wanted to get backstage and interview him. So I would love to have been able to connect with him. And then especially if that was the last time we was going to be able to see him. But I mean, I've been through this, man. DJ Shay isn't known like Biz Markie, but I remember meeting him backstage, and I was like, damn, I want to take a picture with him and talk to him. But I just said what's up to him and shook his hand and said, I thought you was dope. Then he passed away because I always thought he was just going to be there again. But he wasn't no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now I don't got that opportunity no more. He was real cool and down to earth, and I could have probably said all kind of stuff to him. I just was like, nah, man, you dope. Man, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, I connect with him later. It is no later now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
The way this world is moving, there is no later sometimes, man. It's like,
It's life.
it's life. Yeah, it's life.
So while we here, we got to show these dudes love. We got to support each other, man. We got to hold these dudes. These dudes is hip-hop legends, and we need to treat them as such.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you paved the way.
I agree.
Like, it don't matter how much money these dudes is making, no matter how many millions and stuff, it's dudes that put blood, sweat, and tears, that took all the lumps, took all the bad contracts, you know what I'm saying, the raping you records. These dudes, you know what I'm saying, getting jerked by Warner Brothers and all that. These dudes had to really take that. So these dudes can be making all these millions.
Yeah, holding money into their
Exactly.
word.
Yeah, to stack up the ears. Yeah.
They done laid.
They was
They
dropping classic albums and still broke. Like,
Right.
after dropping classics with classics stuff that we still bumping to this day.
Yeah.
And they was broke after they dropped it. Like, they wasn't getting no money. So,
None.
Like,
So,
and then you gotta respect
Please,
them, man.
please understand, if you're in this game called this rap music, you understand who paved the way for you.
Absolutely. Do your homework.
Do
man.
your homework and understand that you got it easy because of these cats.
Right.
That's all.
But then also, like Jay-Z was, or who was saying how there should be like a hip hop
Everybody. Yeah,
trust
couple
fund.
people.
Like yo, Biz Markie, his family should be taken care of.
Yo,
I agree. Swiss was saying that.
Yeah,
Lori was
Swiss,
saying
yeah,
that.
Swiss was saying
One of
that.
the- and I actually agree with that.
It's
I
like,
think
yo.
I think them dudes should be, them older dudes, they should get, if you really think about it, if everybody takes a little percentage of these dudes is making all this money and put that towards
Pay your
these
dues.
dudes,
Pay your
let them
dues.
get benefits and stuff.
You making
It
money
should
out
I
of
agree with
culture?
that.
I agree
they
with
should
it.
be some type of like hip hop or rap type of
Union where they get health
union.
benefits.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Union type
agree.
of thing. Once you get to a certain stat, it got to be a come with some type of what you want to call it? Like basically like now everybody can't get it.
Like
Everybody
Social
can't get
Security?
it. But you
Like
got
Social Security for
or for 1K or something. You know what I mean?
It's
To
like
put
yay
the
or
money
nay.
to the side for like a certain artist. If you made to do this or that and that third, we got money for you for your family.
Like DJ Red Alert should never have to struggle.
Hell no.
Or
I mean, like even Biz, like, all right, yo, Biz is going to the hospital. Everybody get together.
Well,
his health
hospital
insurance
bill
card
is take care of.
done.
Well,
Don't
I
even worry
will.
about that.
Let me give a special shout out to Fat Joe because his wife said this. Not even Fat Joe. She said that Fat Joe called her numerous times, not when he passed, well within this happened, and said, "Look, I respect Biz so much and what he did for the game. I'll pay for all of his medical bills."
Wow.
And his wife said this, and his wife said, "Thank you." But I don't. We good. But she said that Fat Joe called numerous times to say, "No, you sure? I'll cover all the medical bills and all that." She said he did like 3 times. So big up to Fat Joe. That's respectable.
See,
man.
I didn't know
respect
that.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
you
respect
brought that up
I respect
because
that.
a lot of times when people like to put out there like I'm doing this, doing that, they bragging, they want the publicity and everything. No, don't do it that way. But I like that to hear that. That's what they need. But they should have some type of syndicate or some type of forum put together for those type of artists.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You got these billionaires like Puff, Jay, Master P, Def Jam Records.
Nas too. Put
Nas,
it there.
yeah.
All
Nas,
these cats who got millions and millions, close to billions. Kanye. Come on, yo. money aside for the starving artists
Who
that
paved the
can't.
way so you can make these gap deals.
Exactly.
Should no legend die, die on a deathbed,
In
like
debt.
broke, in debt,
Thank you.
sick, or sick
Exactly.
because they can't pay.
Shouldn't happen.
They can't
Families
get
worried
certain
about how
medical
can we pay for
benefits.
this?
I just don't think it should happen. man.
At least get buried.
Right.
Yeah.
A hospital bill or get buried. A
Yeah,
hospital
yeah.
bill or a funeral bill.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. That's
It
stupid.
shouldn't happen. It shouldn't
Way
happen.
At
too
all.
much money in this.
Way too much money. Come on.
What's your favorite Biz Markie song?
Damn. That's a good one.
I'm gonna go Vapors. I love
Vapors?
the beat. All
That's
about
dope.
the beat. Love the story.
That's very dope.
I'm gonna go Vapors number 2, but number 1 I'm gonna go Nobody's Beats The Biz. Man, that song right there. I don't know. Even when I DJ, like that's one of my go-to party songs. Like
Damn.
when I'm doing a certain
Nobody
old
beats
school.
the biz.
When I'm doing a certain like old school vibe, Nobody Beats The Biz is like one of my looks, man. Like that's one of my
Damn.
favorite songs to go to. I'm gonna go Nobody Beat The Biz and Vapors number 2 though. Vapors is hard, man.
Vapors hard.
Vapors
It's
is
like,
hard.
I'm going with Going Off and Nobody Beats The Biz. Then Vapors. And then You Just a Friend.
what you got?
Favorite song, favorite Biz song. Gonna say all are going off.
Nah.
Going Off is my favorite Biz
Nah,
album,
it's,
by the way.
It's Nobody Beats The Biz.
Damn. I'm gonna say what's making music.
Making music with your mouth, Biz.
Making music with your mouth, Biz.
with your mouth, Biz.
That's my
classic
that's
too.
that's my favorite.
Classic
I'm
too.
gonna say my favorite.
I gotta go back in the car and play it to decide.
You go back and play it.
It's
when I
my.
start the car because it's already in the deck.
Wow, man. Biz Markie, wow, man. Marcel, Theo Hall, man. He's gone at the age of 57, man. What would y'all say is Biz Markie's, man, legacy, man? What would you remember Biz Markie as now that he's gone? But just period, man.
As the creative rapper and down to earth and just witty. Word. With great songs.
To me, I'm gonna say Biz Markie is definitely a hip hop. He made it cool to be yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you were around whoever, just be yourself, and that's hip hop.
Oh. That's all I like about him.
I'm gonna say Biz is one of the most fun loving guys in hip hop, man. Like he was just a fun, lovable, not scared to take chances in his music, not scared to take chances with his videos. He was just a unique, just lovable character. I hate to say character, but he was a character in a sense that he just was a fun loving dude. He wasn't just an average hip hop guy. Like I kind of like how Sean used the Avengers analogy because he was just like a character, man. He had all different kind of realms, but he just wasn't scared to experiment and do different things. His whole second album to me was an experiment coming off his first album.
Very much.
Yeah, I think his first album was more traditional of the Marley Marl albums and the sound. The second album, he just stepped out of it, and whether you like it or not, he was taking risks all the way back then that people do now. He was doing that in the 80s, late 80s, man. So, man, I respect Biz, man. Hip hop's gonna miss you, man. We love you, Biz, man. You left a hell of an imprint on the game, man, for sure.
Biz, miss you, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Legend.
Legendary, diabolical.
The diabolical.
Can you imagine? Diabolical.
Diabolical one.
I'm
Who
still
even
gonna
uses a
play
word like that back then?
That's what I'm saying.
The diabolical.
That's
one.
word
crazy.
The clown prince of hip hop, man.
That's another one. That's another one.
It'll never be another Biz Markie, man.
Never be
Absolutely
forgotten.
not.
I ain't
Won't
gonna
be
forget.
forgotten.
I play him every 2 weeks.
Do you?
Yeah, never.
I have been
I've always
lately.
been.
I have.
No,
I had
I've
lately.
always
I have.
been.
I never did that.
And like,
I have a chip. I put all the music on the chip. That album is on there.
Which one?
going off.
Oh, going off.
Yeah,
I
play it every.
Listen to Bob Diabolical, which
I
is
did
the,
today. I
Don't
did
Sleep.
today.
I was listening to it.
That joint is dope as well as. I don't know why you think that.
I didn't even put Kane on there.
Which one?
Any Kane
No
album.
Kane at all?
I didn't put the only
tripping.
album, old school album I put on my chip.
Because the Kane album has Biz on it, and that joint was dope.
I just like this album.
Smoking that Canaan.
If you no, listen. If you put the Kane album, the Kane song with him and Biz, that was dope.
That was dope. Just run.
I can tell you.
Thank you. Just run with Biz. It's called that. Run with Biz.
Look,
like
I only listen.
That's paying homage to him. Like there.
Word.
I appreciate you put me on.
Word.
Look, in my car,
All
the
right.
only 3 albums I listen to. Is only 3.
All right.
Right now.
It's going bad.
Is Biz, Gorilla Glue, and
Naughty
Pusha
by
T
Nature.
Daytona. That's it.
Oh well, sorry for your car.
That's it. There ain't nothing else. There's nothing else.
I mean, I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them
I
albums,
always
but
play. That's the ones I always
Oh,
play.
so glue with glue.
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla glue.
I don't know why I can't stop
What
listening
song-
to
Nah,
what
Gorilla
song-
Glue.
it's
song is
Fred
that?
the Godson. Who is it? Who's the
Godson?
brother girl?
Fred the Godson and
Joel
Joel.
Ortiz.
Joel
Joel
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
I don't
No,
know.
that was a dope
I
album.
can't stop listening to them 3.
That was like 3
Every
years
time I
ago.
get in the
Pete.
car.
Some dope stuff came out since then. But
Bob
rest
Biz.
in peace to Biz Markie.
Peace. Rest in peace to the legend.
Peace to all
AKA
all the people close to him, man. Hold y'all heads. Cool V, Roxanne Shante, Big Daddy Kane, man. Kick
Juice
the Free,
Crew.
the whole Juice
Black the
Crew,
Barber.
DJ Scratch, all of these dudes. DJ Jazzy Jeff, man. All the dudes he was close with in the game, man. That's hurt. But man, rest in peace to Biz Markie, man.
All day long.
Rest in peace, man.
Ah,
The game is gonna miss you. The game is gonna miss you, man.
miss you.
Concert Crew Podcast, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We here for the culture, man. Go do your homework, man. Like we said.
Please do your homework.
If you ain't heard Biz Markie, go do your homework, man.
At least
Right
the first
now.
2 albums.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Go get the greatest hits, something, man. Go
Yes, do something.
Go learn, man. But we Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure you go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure you go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms, man. Man, make sure you go to our YouTube page, man. Subscribe to our videos, man. Check us out, man. We on there putting up with dope content. But man, we here. We not going nowhere, man. Rest in peace to Biz Markie, man. And thank you,
Legend.
man. Thank you for all your contributions to hip hop.
Thank you,
Pito,
thank you, thank
hit
you.
us with the fader. We out.
We out.